Welcome to a new episode of Subcast.
Great to be here.
Today we're taking a really fascinating deep dive into the marketing playbook of Wrexham.
Ah, yes, Wrexham. Quite the story unfolding there.
Exactly. We're looking at how they've managed to leverage, their history, their really strong community feel, and let's be honest, that big Disney Plus show.
Welcome to Wrexham, yeah. Hard to ignore that factor.
Right. How they've used all that to build this brand that's just resonating across the globe. It really feels like a bit of a masterclass in modern marketing.
It really is. And it's more than just, a nice story. It's a very smart example of pulling together different threads, seemingly quite different ones, to make something powerful and crucially authentic.
Authentic is the key word, I think.
Definitely. What's really insightful is that Wrexham didn't just invent some new image. They basically just turned up the volume on what was already part of their identity.
Yeah, amplified it. And you're right, it starts with that solid foundation. Wrexham isn't just some, flash-in-the-pan place that popped up because of a TV show.
Not at all.
We're talking history going way back, late 12th century, starting as a market town.
And then evolving, becoming quite an industrial hub. Coal, iron production, that whole era.
Absolutely. And that history isn't just footnotes in a book, it's actually part of their current narrative.
Precisely. You look at something like the Ponte Silta Aqueduct.
Incredible structure.
Right, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a physical, tangible link to that industrial past. And the clever thing is how their marketing now doesn't just sort of brush that aside.
No, it embraces it.
It integrates it. It tells a story of evolution, not starting from scratch.
Which leads us perfectly into the power of storytelling itself in branding. Wrexham's approach isn't just like listing facts or amenities.
No, it's a narrative.
It is. They're weaving this compelling story of transformation, showing how they built on those industrial roots to become, a modern, pretty vibrant community.
And you can't have a good story without good characters, can you? The people of Wrexham are just absolutely central to this brand story. You've got famous names, sure, like Joey Jones.
Yeah, football legend.
But also just the everyday locals, the passionate fans, the business owners. Their stories, their diversity really highlight the town's spirit, its unity.
It adds that layer of realness, doesn't it? Something you just can't fake.
Exactly. You can't manufacture that kind of authenticity.
And then came the catalyst, maybe. The thing that just poured fuel on the fire. Welcome to Wrexham on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that really changed the scale of things. This docuseries following Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney buying the football club.
An unlikely pairing in itself.
Right. But it brought this incredible global visibility. It added a completely new, very modern chapter to Wrexham's ongoing story.
And from a marketing angle, this is where it gets really fascinating.
Oh, absolutely. Because the show, it wasn't just about football tactics or results.
No, not at all.
It captured the emotion, didn't it? The passion of the town, the roller coaster ride of supporting the club, the hopes, the fears.
All the ups and downs.
Exactly. It took this very local story, one with deep, deep roots, and just broadcast it worldwide to millions who probably couldn't have pointed to Wrexham on a map before.
And that plays right into their slogan, which seems even more potent now. We are Wrexham.
That slogan existed before, but the show gave it this incredible visual and emotional depth.
It put faces and real stories behind the words.
It did. Suddenly, We Are Wrexham wasn't just a local rallying cry. It was something people in, America or Australia could feel connected to.
Because the show really showed what that meant, right? You saw the pride, the resilience.
That unique mix of history and modern energy that seems to define the place. Even the dragon emblem.
Powerful symbol.
Very powerful symbol of Welsh heritage, obviously. But now it's also kind of intertwined with this specific Wrexham spirit that the world saw. That never say die attitude. So, okay, they've built this strong emotional connection. They've amplified the We Are Wrexham feeling.
Yeah.
How did that translate into actual, tangible international recognition? Feels like the show just flipped a switch somehow.
It really did feel like that, a total game changer for their city branding efforts. Suddenly, Wrexham isn't just another town.
No.
It's associated with ambition, with revitalization, with this compelling underdog story playing out for everyone to see.
Because Welcome to Wrexham wasn't just locked onto the pitch. It showed glimpses of the town, didn't it? The history, the pubs, the local businesses, the growing cultural scene.
Yeah, it painted a much broader picture, a place with real character, personality.
And that crucial sense of community. It was basically like a global invitation saying, hey, look at this place.
A very effective invitation, and a key part of that appeal, I think, was that genuine feeling of community.
You could feel it through the screen, almost.
You could.
Yeah.
The show really managed to capture the warmth, the togetherness of the residents, and that just resonated. People crave that sense of belonging.
And it felt real because, well, it seemed like it was real. The way the community was involved telling their own stories, those self-shot videos.
Yeah, that added a rawness to it.
It wasn't just polished marketing speak. It felt like you were getting an honest look at the town's spirit.
And you can't talk about Wrexham's community spirit without focusing heavily on the football club.
Oh, absolutely central.
The level of support they get, which has obviously exploded with the new investment and energy, it's just a prime example of that deep-rooted connection.
The show brought that passion, that local dedication, right to the forefront for a global audience.
Exactly. It showed why the club matters so much to the town. It's more than just a team.
And the way the storytelling worked in the series,
Yeah.
focusing on the people behind the team, the players' personal stories, the struggles, the fans in the stands.
That's what built the emotional attachment, I think. It wasn't purely about results.
No, it was the human element. You empathized.
You did, and that kind of sentimental approach created this unexpected global family of supporters.
Yeah, family feels like the right word.
And you see the results. The fact that they sold, over 4,000 shirts in the 22-23 season, stock flying off the shelves.
Incredible numbers.
That's not just people buying merchandise. That's people buying into the story, into that feeling of belonging. It's tangible proof of that emotional investment.
So looking at the whole picture, it's pretty clear that Welcome to Wrexham, the Disney Plus show, acted as this massive amplifier.
Definitely a catalyst.
It boosted their existing story, turbocharged the brand, and just shone this huge spotlight on their amazing community spirit for the entire world.
Couldn't agree more. The show was obviously vital for the football club's revival, no question, but its impact went way beyond the pitch.
Yeah, it showcased the whole town.
The history, the modern vibe, that unwavering spirit, it really positioned Wrexham as this welcoming, thriving place to be.
So ultimately, Wrexham's success really demonstrates how you can strategically combine, authentic storytelling, a strong sense of place, local pride.
And yeah, even a bit of unexpected Hollywood stardust.
Right, to forge this incredibly powerful brand narrative, one that genuinely creates that feeling of belonging people are looking for.
It's a truly fascinating case study, how to take assets you already have, your history, your community, and just find the right way, the right story to amplify them for massive impact.
So just to recap quickly, we've seen Wrexham masterfully blend its deep history, that undeniable community spirit, and the, let's face it, huge platform of Disney Plus to build a brand story that really works.
It really underlines that the best branding often comes from authenticity, from that genuine connection to a place and its people.
Definitely. And it makes you think, doesn't it? What aspects of your own community or maybe your own brand story could be leveraged to create that kind of global buzz and real emotional connection?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Worth pondering for any brand.
Absolutely. And if you are pondering that, looking to explore those possibilities for your own brand, wanting to craft that compelling narrative that truly connects, well, get in touch with us here at Subsign.
We'd love to help you figure out how to tell your unique story.
We're always ready. Thanks for tuning in.